So let's talk about the graphical representation of a function, right? If I have a function, how would I draw a graph? Or if I see a graph, how would I read the function, right? Let me first come from this function to the graph part. Let's say I know f of x is defined as 2x plus 4. How would I draw a graph? If you are comfortable with the coordinate geometry, this is simply like this. F of x output is taken as variable y and x is the input, so y is equals to 2x plus 4. And then according to that, plot it, right? If drawing this line, if you are comfortable with the coordinate geometry, you should be able to draw a line like this. Let's say, okay, I'll come to it slightly later, but let's look at this, okay? Even forget about this if you're not comfortable with that. Just let's take for some values. If x is minus 2, what is f of x? 2 into minus 2 plus 4 is 0. If x is minus 1, 2 into minus 1 plus 4 is minus 2 plus 4 is 2. X is 0, then it's 4, 1 is 6 and 2 is 8. These are the inputs I found, right? I draw this graph, I draw this x-axis, y-axis. You see, when x is 0, what is the value of f of x? 4. So x will be the input, will be my x-axis, and the y-axis is my output, f of x. Right, so this is like, forget about x and y, stuff like that. Think more like input and output. My input is x-axis and my output is y-axis. So if I have input as 0, what is my output? 4. That's why it should be this point, right? Input comma output. Input is x-axis and output is y-axis, right? So this is my input and this is my output. So output should go on the y-axis and input should come on the x-axis. If I say 1 is 6, so when input is 1, output should be 6, right? This is 1 comma 6. And when input is minus 1, output is 2, so input is minus 1, output is 2, right? So similarly, input is 2, output is 0. I get points, I can join them to get this line. Right, that's how I can also look at the graph and read. As I said, the y-axis value would be output and x-axis is my input. Even if I have a function defined as f of y is equals to 2y plus 4, okay? Don't get confused with this y being the y-axis and x should be the other thing. No. Input is y here, right? Input is y. That's why if f of 0 is 4, this is still 0 and 4. It won't change. F of y is equals to y by 4 is same as f of x is 2x plus 4. Don't get confused with this. Normally we think this is y-axis, this is x-axis. So if I say y is 2y plus 4, f of 0 is 4. So I take y as 0 and x as 4 and mark point like this. No, that's not how you need to do. Think only in this way. Input, output. Input is my x-axis and output is my y-axis. Input is 0, output is 4, I put 0 and 4. That's the way you should see. Do not see it like, is it y, is it x, is it z, and according to that I try to put it in those axes. No, do not get confused with that. Okay, let's look at another example. Input is this, output is this. If input is 0, output is 2. F of x is x square plus 2. This is a quadratic equation. F of 0, 0 square plus 2 is 2. Right, f of minus 1, so minus 1 is input. So minus 1 square is 1 plus 2 is 3. And f of 1 is also 1 square plus 2 is 3. Similarly, f of 2 is 2 square is 4 plus 2 is 6 and minus 2 square plus 2 is also 6. Clear? Input and output. So now if input is 0, input is x-axis. What is my output? 2. So go to the y-axis, mark 2. So this is 0 comma 2. Right? I need to mark like this. Minus 1 is my input and output is 3. So go to minus 1 and go to 3 in this. Right? This is 3. Come to this point, minus 1 comma 3. Now input is 1, output is 3. So this is x and this is y. Right, 1 comma 3. And this is 2 comma 6. Input is 2, output is 6. I just need to plot 2 comma 6. 2 is here, 6 is here. 2 comma 6. And similarly here also I'll see minus 2 comma 6 for this, minus 2 comma 6. And similarly I get this curve to be created. Right, that's how I can create or I can read the curve. If I give you curve and I don't give the table, right, I see this, okay, when input is 0, the output is 2 because I see point here. When input is 2, the output is here, that is 6. So when input is 2, output is 6. That's how I read the graph. So if I ask you what is f of 2, I don't know this entire definition. Let's say if input is 2, what is the output? I'm seeing here 6. So this is 6. That's how you need to read the function. Now this question is about reading the graph and then answering what is f of minus 1. So as I said, start from the innermost. F of minus 1 I need to find out. So I said f of minus 1. That means when input is minus 1, so that is check at x-axis when, right, x is minus 1. When x is minus 1, what is y? Y is here itself, right? Because the graph is cutting through minus 1. That means the point is minus 1 comma 0. That means output is 0. So f of minus 1 is 0. So f of minus 1 becomes f of 0. Now I need to find out f of 0. When input is 0, go to the x-axis, take the input, x-axis value 0. What is the y value? Here it is. At the line is being cut when I am going in the vertical direction for x0 is cutting here, that is at 2. So 0 comma 2 is the point, right? So when input x-axis is 0, y is 2 for this line. So when input is 0, f of 0, output is 2. So that means the answer is f of minus 1 is 2. F of minus 1 is 0. So f of minus 1 becomes f of 0 and it is 2. That's how you read the graph. If you're confused, I would recommend you to try it again by rewinding the video without me solving this question. Try it and then you can watch the same video again, the same bit again, so that you get a clarity on this.